Hello and welcome to Millennium Tech Talk. Today's quick tech topic is the UMC or Ultra Mobile Credential Setup for Cardholders. And again, we'll have a later video for the UMC setup for visitors, and that will walk through that separate procedure. But for today, we're going to just talk about the UMC setup for cardholders. And to get started, you'll need to place an order with customer service, and they will pass the order on to the Millennium Tech Support Services. And the Tech Support Services will issue a site code and a security ticket to activate and to license your Ultra Mobile credentials. If you're on the mobile hosted version or ultra hosted version, you won't have to do this because this part of the step will be handled by Millennium Tech Services support. And but if you are on the local server, you'll need to apply the site key and the security ticket yourself. So we're going to concentrate on the local install because it does require a couple of extra steps. But other than the security keys and the activation, the setup for both is identical. So once the order is in, and you'll get an email from the Millennium Tech Support Services with the information that you will need. And then you will log that into your Ultra version, and then you will select and apply that to a card holder. And you'll just put an email into his record or her record, and then press the registration button, and that will send an email to the card holder's phone. They will have links there for the app and the registration token. They'll apply all that in the setup of the app, very straightforward. I'll show you that in a couple seconds. And then all they need to do is hit save, and they're ready to go to use their new mobile credential. All right, well, let's jump right in and go live. Let me go ahead and get us to my desktop. And there we go. So the first thing you will receive is an email from tech support. Again, it'll look something like this. You'll get a long site key, and you'll get a somewhat shorter security ticket number. And these will both be necessary to license and to set up UMC on your local server of Ultra. So copy the site key, and then what you'll do is go back to Millennium, and you'll go to the top where it says Settings, and then to Licensing Support. And right here in the site key box, you'll copy in that first site key, and then you'll click Authorize. And then once you do that, you'll notice that the Ultra Mobile Credential option here will be checked. So you now have been licensed for the Ultra Mobile Credential. And then one other step will be to apply that security ticket. And if you click on Customer Settings, and then right here you see Mobile Credential, click on that. And then you're going to copy that security ticket right here into this box, and then hit Save. Okay, so once you've done that, I would recommend you click in the diagnostics box and then go over, actually, I'm sorry, let's go over to before we do that, let's go over to the UMC doors and floors, and we need to apply doors. Now here, you notice that they have access to these doors. I'm just gonna show you how to do this real quick. So I'm gonna move them back over to the other side. So when you first install the UMC, you'll have a list of doors here from all of your controllers. And whatever doors you would like to have the credentials have access to, you'll move to the available objects box. Now, there may be doors that you don't want to have access to Ultra Mobile, and that's fine. Don't move them from available to allowed, and that way the mobile credentials will not have access to those doors. But the ones you do want to have access to, highlight those, and then move them over into the add side, and then hit save. Close out of there. And then now we'll go to diagnostics and to the restart communicators. And right down here at the bottom, you want to verify that the UMC module is running. And you'll see here that this says connected. If it says disconnected, then go ahead and click the restart the UMC module, and that will restore it to being connected. Once it's connected, you're good to go, like it is now, and just hit close after that. And now we're ready to assign these to cardholders. So we'll go back to our home tab, and we'll click on cardholders, and then we'll select the cardholder who's going to receive a credential. And we're going to go to general information. And the first thing we want to check is to make sure there's a valid email address in the company email box. If that box is empty, then you'll need to supply an email and then click the save box so that that email is now available to the UMC module. And then click on cards. And then you have each card holder has choice of up to 3 credentials, and they may have different access levels, or they might be a transponder versus a key fob, whatever the case might be. Choose the key fob or the credential that you are going to want to have an identical access level on your phone. And then once you select that, I'm going to choose my card number 1. And right down here, you'll see UMC registration. I'm going to click that button. And when you do that, it sends an email to your cardholder, and they will be ready to install the app from there. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at what that looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and set us up on the phone. And we can see how that works there. So let me stop that. Okay. So here we have, I'll get rid of this earlier message. Right here at the top, you'll see that there is a UMC portal email from the Ultra Mobile Credential Portal. So you'll click on that email, and then you'll get a welcome message. And also down a little bit, you'll see a couple of links. One is for the Apple iOS store, and the other one is for the Play Store from Android. And then down below, you'll also see that there is a registration token, and we'll use that a little bit later. But for now, know that whether you have an iPhone or an Android, this will take you directly to where you need to go to the app. For example, this is an iPhone, so I'm going to select the first link. And notice it takes me right to my Apple Store. And there's the app, and I'm going to download it. Click the download icon. Give it a couple seconds to download that app. And then I'm going to open it. And then welcome to UMC. So down at the bottom, I'm going to hit next as we need to set this up. You'll get the portal address. Don't change that. That's just there in case tech support needs to do some testing. And then you were given some demographic information here, and I'm going to go ahead and type in my name. And then I'm going to type in my email. For the sake of the camera at home, it's a little bit slower to do it this way, but okay. And then we come to the registration token. Actually, let me clean that up a little bit. And then the registration token, remember that came in your email. So we're going to minimize this app, and we're going to go back to our email. We're going to scroll down and get the registration token. So I'm just going to click on it, and then I'm going to copy it and then minimize and go back to the application or to the app. And then in the registration token box, I click on it and get the paste icon and click paste. Now you'll see that the registration token is in the field. And now we click next. And then we need to assign a PIN code to protect the app in case someone gets a hold of your phone. Then hit next. And now you see initialization is complete. So you'll hit close. And then we're going to go ahead and put that PIN code in that we just created to enter the app. And now we're into the app. The app will always open up to the favorite screen. So the first thing we want to do is go ahead and populate that with any favorite doors that you may have. And this is most helpful if you have like a bunch of doors. If you just have a couple of doors, then you can just move them into your favorites, no problem. Now, when you first load the app, there won't be any doors listed. You need to call the server, so to speak, and we're just going to click this refresh button. And notice the 2 doors that we added in the software have now been dumped into my app. Now, again, if I want to save a step, I can click on the door, and notice it says add to favorites. I'm going to click on add to favorites and then hit confirm. And notice it puts a little heart on there, so I know that that's one of my favorites. And I'll go ahead and do that for the other door as well. And the heart again confirms that. And then now we know that when the app first opens, that they will be on my favorite screen, so I don't have to go through an extra step. So it's very convenient to do that. And then let's go ahead and test it. I have a main lobby door here, and if you listen, you should be able to hear the relay. Okay, and that's opened up our door here. And just for confirmation, I'll go ahead and back the camera out. And here I have the fob that I linked the UMC credential to. So now if I take my fob and present it, and here's a a two-door kit, TELUS kit. And if I just present my fob, you'll see over here that the relay light went on. And then if I come over here and press the main doors and I hit unlock, again, you'll see the relay click. So whether you use the phone or the fob, you now have a duplicate, and you can use your phone as your main credential, or you can use your existing credential. But that's basically how you set up your UMC credentials. All right, well, there was one other thing I wanted to show you today. Let me go ahead and share my computer here. And we're going to show you the end user portal. And this is just a brief thing to let you know that this is a great thing to have. Essentially, you'll do a registration form, fill it all out, and then right down here at the bottom, hit end user registration. Make sure you check this box. Don't look at this as spam. Look at this as information that you get for such things as an update's coming, and you want to let your client or your end user know that there is a maintenance update or whatever the case might be, so that you'll get advanced notice when that's going to happen. And also, you'll get some other things like new features that are coming and those kinds of things. But go ahead and fill this out, and let me just show you real quick. Once you do your registration, you will get an email from Tech Support Services, and it will look not look so much like that, but more like this. And you will get a link here for the portal. And if you just click on that link, it will actually take you to the end user portal, and you'll log in. This one's set to auto log in, but you'll log in for the first time with the credentials that you get with the email. And then you just click on your sites, and you'll see here where now again yours will probably be local because we've been talking about local today, but the name of your dealer and also what versions of software that you have or are available to you, and you can actually do these yourself, or we recommend that you have your dealer do that. But if the dealer for some reason is not available, then you can do some of these on your own. Notice you can put some software support requests in for software updates. You can give some feedback to the manufacturer about how you're enjoying Millennium Ultra or not so much. And of course, all your licensed hardware will be listed here, as well as some other things that are available to you that you aren't licensed for. And also the same thing with some other specialty hardware and for example, CCTV integrations and other boards that can be linked to Millennium. So it's very helpful. It gives you a lot of information, and it also sets you up to be notified in the event of any kind of an outage. So very useful, the end user portal, and I hope that you will find that very helpful. And I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I hope that you will continue to watch and share so that you may be up to date with Millennium Tech Talk. From all of us at Millennium, have a great day. Take care.